I'm Carrie Coppernoll, and I'm joined today by Christy Counts of the Oklahoma Humane Society and Yogi. So Christy, introduce me to Yogi.
This is Yogi, and Yogi is our mascot this year who was chosen. He beat out 28 other dogs at our first annual Doggy Derby in May.
So tell us a little bit about the Humane Society. How long have you guys been around? What's some of the work that you all do?
Well, we were founded in January of 2007. And we've been moving pretty fast for such a young organization. We have already launched our adoption program, our feral cat program. We've already launched our first spay-neuter clinic. We are currently building the second spay-neuter clinic, humane education program, and advocacy program.
So tell me, how did you become involved with the Humane Society?
Well, I moved back here from New York City about 3.5 years ago. And when I got here, I kind of thought it was odd that Oklahoma City didn't have a humane society. I've lived in many places around the country, and it just never occurred to me that a place wouldn't have a humane society. So I started working at the Oklahoma City Animal Shelter to really get into the industry, meet everyone, and see what was really going on here in the city, and to see why it was that we were euthanizing so many animals in Oklahoma City. And through that process, discovered and decided with a number of other people that we really did need a humane society in order to achieve our goals.
So tell me about the feral cat program. You guys have been doing that for quite a bit now, and it's going well?
Yes. Our first program was called Stop the Cattin' Around, and that was our trap, neuter, return program for feral cats. And so in our first year, we trapped, I think, about 1,300 cats. We trapped them, we spayed and neutered them, and returned them. And these are feral cats, meaning they're wild cats, so they can't be rehomed. Now, a portion of the kittens in the colonies can be socialized and then adopted out, and so we do that as well. But it's going really, really well. We've done 170 colonies in Oklahoma City thus far, and we're still on a daily basis trapping more.
So what about the spay-neuter clinic? That's a little newer.
Yes.
How's that going?
Our first spay-neuter clinic opened in January of 2008. It's going really well. Got a great staff and a great team of people, and we're on track to hit all of our goals this year with that clinic.
Now, you're opening the adoption center in the next couple of weeks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm thinking here, hopefully 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're finalizing the construction now, and it's a really kind of unique idea here in Oklahoma City in that it's not a shelter, it's an adoption center. So foster parents will drop off foster dogs in the mornings, and they'll be available all day for adoption by the staff, and then in the evenings they can pick them up if they haven't been adopted.
So what do you, you are close to the ground on animal homelessness in Oklahoma City. What do you see, what's the situation right now? Are we better than most cities? Are we at par? Are we behind? What do you think is the situation here?
Well, we are about normal for our peer cities. We were euthanizing about 70% of the animals that were coming into the shelter. Now, in the last year, that number dropped. We euthanized 2,800 less dogs and cats this year than we did last year, and that's a huge, dramatic decrease, so we know we're moving in the right direction. But there are other communities around the country that aren't euthanizing any or much lower, so we have a lot of work to do, but we know we can get there.
What do you see as sort of the long-term goals for the Humane Society and the animal community in Oklahoma City?
I think for domestic animals, for dogs and cats, we've got a long way to go. I know the community support's there. On a daily basis, people are talking to us, they're calling us, they're really excited about what we're doing, so I know the support is there. If we can just get the infrastructure in place, I absolutely know without a doubt that we can go no-kill for healthy adoptable dogs and cats here in the next 5 years.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much, Christy, for coming in, and thank you for bringing Yogi and his outstanding ears.